And then we're auctioning here on some pretty dang nice property. I'm Joe Wilson, Wilson Auctioneers Incorporated. I'll be your auctioneer today. Doug Westgate, all of these guys are licensed agents, auctioneers, and realtors with our firm. Peter Guerin, Spencer Wilson, David Brewer, and we have Chuck Dicus here. And we're also, Chuck, I guess I can kind of make a little advance announcement about your move, can I?
Okay.
Okay. Chuck, most of you probably, if you're from Fayetteville, you know who Chuck Dicus is. He was here a long time, ran the Arkansas Foundation for 17 years, I think, and then wanted to move and ended up buying a house in Hot Springs and walked in my office one day a few years ago and said, I want something to do, and I hired him, and the rest is history. Well, he just recently sold his house on Lake Hamilton, and he's moving back to Northwest Arkansas up here where he feels like his home, and kind of operating kind of a branch office, and so Wilson Auctioneers Incorporated will have a more of a presence in this area, and we're very, very excited about that. So Chuck's going to be another permanent resident up here with you guys again, and he's looking forward to getting back, and we're looking forward to the future here too. But again, let me welcome you here today. We do appreciate your attendance. We have 42 total acres that we're going to be offering here very shortly. I'll explain to you exactly how we're going to do that, what you can expect as we go. Yeah, just make sure to see if they need to register, Chuck, before we get started. There you go. Have a seat. Good deal. Thank you. This auction is actually going to be conducted in 2 phases today, and I'll explain to you exactly what that means. Slide that board over here. It'll be a little easier to let everybody can see that. Just kind of stand it right here. Here's an aerial of, let's put it against this table here, Roger. You can see we're obviously right here on track 2. Here's where the auction tent is set up, but we've got 6 tracks today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're actually, this auction, the first, what we call phase 1, will be conducted like this. When we first start here in just a minute, we're going to sell everything today except track 6, which has got the house on it, the 2 acres with the house down here. Everything else, track 1 through 5, will be sold by the acre. So much per acre. So if you're the high bidder and you take track 5, we're actually, all of these, we've got a brand new survey, and instead of trying to calculate tenths of an acre, we've rounded up or down on the acreage to make it an even number. So for instance, track 5 on the board is 12 acres. You'll be bidding per acre, and if you take track 5, it's times 12. Everybody understands how you bid by acre. Whatever you bid, times 12 if you want track 5. If you say, I want tracks 3, 4, and 5, we add those numbers up. 3, 4, and 5 would be 9, would be 21, that'd be what, 33 acres, I guess. It'd be 33 times the money. If you say, I want tracks 3, 4, and 5, whatever your bid is, 33 times the money. When we get a bid, and then we'll offer track 6. And by the way, when we go into phase 2 and we get into combination, track 6 will not be a part of in its entirety. So if you're sitting here and you want it all, you want the whole thing, including track 6, then you need to be the high bidder on track 6 by itself, because it will not be put up. It's actually owned in a different entity than 1 through 5.
We'll sell 1 through 5.
Yes.
Done with that, then we'll sell track 6.
Yeah, we'll do 1 through 5, get a bid on each track, then we'll offer track 6, and whatever the bid is on track 6, at that point, that'll be over. That will not be put back up again. So if you're interested in all of it, be sure you need to...
We'll do 6 after we're done with 1 through 5.
After, okay, so we'll do combination and everything, and then we'll do... I got you. All right, so that's the way that's going to work. So anyway, phase 1. We've got a bid on track 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It'll be up here what the bid per acre is, what the total bid is, and what your buyer's number is. Then we go into what we call combination or phase 2. Listen carefully. This is not confusing at all, and you'll see that as we go, because we've done hundreds of these. But that's going to give you an opportunity to buy a piece of it or all of it when we go in to combination. Or if you don't mind me using you, let me use you. Let's say we go into combinations. We've got a bid up here, and he raises his hand and he says, I want to put tracks 3 and 4 together. Okay? Let's just say, for the sake of saying, we have $100,000 bid on 3 and 4 each. Okay? That's $200,000. For a $5,000 increase, he can be in the winning position on tracks 3 and 4. So for $205,000, we've got a comment. He says, yes, I want to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a combination 3 and 4, $205,000, bidder number 304, whatever his number is. Any more combinations? This gentleman sitting here, and he says, I want it all. I want to bid on all 6 tracks. 5 tracks. 5. Again, track 6 will not be put together. I want to bid on all 5. No problem. Let's just say, for the sake of saying, again, to make it easy, we've got $100,000 bid on each one of those tracks. That's $500,000. For a $5,000 increase, he can be in the winning position. Yes, I want to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a combination, tracks 1 through 5, $505,000. Any more combinations? This guy's not out yet. He only wants 3 and 4. I want to put 3 and 4 back up. No problem. The computer is going to tell us what it's going to take. Add 5,000 to that number. He's back in. He's out. When you guys get through bidding, I'm going to say sold and the auction's over. It's just that simple. We sold a piece the other day, and a man walked up to me when the auction was over, and he was mad as a hornet. I could tell by looking at him. His face was red and blood veins blowing out in his neck. And he said, I came out here today to only buy 2 tracks, and you sold them out from under me. I said, sir, wait a minute. If you would have bid 5,000 more, you could have bought those 2 tracks. You had just as much opportunity as the guy that bought them did. Just increase your bid by 5,000 and get back in. So if you leave here today and you're upset because you didn't get the track or tracks you wanted, that's nobody's fault but yours. If you bid 5,000 more, you're going to buy what you want to buy today. I guarantee that. And when you get through bidding, I'm going to say sold and we're done. There might not be any combination. Sometimes there isn't. Sometimes we have 20 different combinations. You never know until you're here. But if you want it all, you're going to have that opportunity to buy it all. Again, keep in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be in combination or in its entirety. Track 6 stands by itself. So if you're here again and you want 1 through 6, you need to be sure you're the high bidder on track 6 after we get through with 1 through 5. So you're going to know if you're the high bidder on 1 through 5. Then we'll offer track 6 and we'll go from there. Okay, terms of the sale today on tracks 1, 2, and 6. Tracks 1, 2, and 6 are $10,000 down per track. So in other words, if you're the high bidder only on track 1, you'll owe us $10,000 earnest money, cashier's check made out to us, or you endorse it to us. That goes in our real estate escrow account held there until closing. If you're the high bidder on all of it, tracks 3, 4, and 5 are $20,000, which would be $60,000, and then 70, 80. So if you're the high bidder on tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it would be a total of $80,000 earnest money. If you buy it all, you'll give us a cashier's check for $80,000. That'll be put in our real estate escrow account. Closing will be within 30 days. You'll get title insurance, warranty deed, and a brand new survey on this property, paid for by the seller. So you don't have to worry about paying for a survey. You're going to get that, paid for by the seller. And again, tracks 1, 2, and 6 are $10,000 down per track. 3, 4, and 5 is $20,000 down. So if you buy tracks 3, 4, and 5, it'd be a total of $60,000. If you only buy track 3, it'd be a total of $20,000, and so on. And again, when we go into phase 2, the auction's over. When you get through bidding, we say sold, and at that time we'll do contract. Any questions, anybody, and it may seem like a dumb question, but if you don't know the answer to it, ask us now. Yes, sir.
In their information packet, they got a copy of that survey. Shows track 4 does have the sewer line on it. Everything's listed on that.
Track 4, and again, if you have an information package, you got a brand new survey in that packet which you can look at. The track 4, here is the pump station, the sewer pump station, and I understand it runs kind of down through here, going back out to West Dot Tipton Road. So we did need to announce and want to disclose that there is a utility easement on track 4 with the sewer. Okay, any questions, anybody? Yes, there is a 10% buyer's premium, which simply means whatever you bid, you add 10% to that amount, and that's what you pay. And again, we'll go through by the acre on tracks 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, the first go around. Then it'll compute the total dollars. So if you put a combination together, like I said a while ago, it's 100,000 on 2 tracks, it's 200,000. It's not going to be by acre, then it'll be by the total dollar, and that's the way the auction will end. All right, any questions, anybody, about how this works? I do want to take a moment to speak to those that are on the internet. Just 1 minute, sir. Let me speak to those on the internet right quick. We do appreciate those. We always have a lot of lookers. I know we've got a handful of potential registered bidders online with us, and we do appreciate you guys being with us, literally maybe worldwide. That is something for all of you to keep in mind. We're doing a lot more and a lot of real estate up here now. But if you see a property you can't make it back to, and you want to be a participant, you want to be a bidder, you can do that on the internet. You go on, you register prior to the auction, get a buyer's number just as if you're sitting on the property, and then you can be a bidder like anybody else. So we do appreciate those that are online. If you see Peter turn a bid in to me, he's representing those that are potential bidders on the internet. I know we have maybe 1 or 2. I know we have 1 potential phone bidder. David will have on the phone here. Again, they're registered bidders. They got earnest money with us just like you will have if you're a registered bidder. Okay. Yes, sir. Question.
Well, if let's say you just wanted 1 track.
That's correct.
Okay, so you're the high bidder on that 1 track. Then somebody says, well, I want that one plus these 2.
Exactly.
And he adds his $5,000.
Takes you out.
Takes me out. But what if I still want it?
You can come back in.
You'll raise your hand back up. We'll tell you what that price would be.
Yeah.
The computer would add the increase to it, and you can say, yes, I want to do that.
Prime example is this. Let's use that scenario. Let's say that you take track 3. Yeah. You buy track 3. That's the only track you want. Yeah. This guy puts 3, 4, and 5 together and takes you out. He increases 5,000. He's in. You raise your hand back up and say, I want to put track 3 back up. Yes, sir. You've got to absorb the increase plus 5,000. Yeah. The computer will tell you instantly, it'll take 126,000 for you to be in the winning position. Yes, I want to do that. Boom. You're back in. He's out. He can raise his hand back, and you can go back and forth till one of you quit bidding. And literally, if you want to buy it, you get 5,000 more as we go along, you're going to buy it. And when you stop, then whoever's the high bidder, that's the way it'll end. So keep in mind, folks, just because you're the high bidder the first go around, this auction is not over, and you're not out. Now you might think this gentleman puts the whole thing together. Well, boom, I'm out. No, you're not. You can turn around and say, I want to put track 3 back up. Boom. How much is it? He tells you 5,000 increase. So literally, when you stop bidding, and everybody will be on the board, you're going to say, well, how do I know if I'm in or out? It's going to be right here with a star by your name. So if you look up and you don't see a red star by your number, that means you're out. If you see a red star, you're in.
And it's always a minimum of 5,000 each time?
Each time, yes, sir. Now, let me say this, and this is possible. Let's say when we get to the end and there's two or three different people that are interested maybe in all of it. Tracks 1 through 5 I'm talking about. We'll just conduct another auction. Let's say you say, I'm interested in 1 through 5. So is he. So is he. Then I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, we're putting 1 through 5 together. Here's what we got. Somebody's going to give me a $5,000 increase. Let's say we're at 700,000, 705. Who'd get 710? Yes, 710. Now 15. Now 20. Now 30. 730. Now 40. When you get through bidding, I say, technically nothing's sold again to the end, but sold that amount, $785,000, bidder 304, any other combinations. And again, it's over when you stop bidding.
But all of us ringmen are here, ask us questions as we go through. The computer will tell you all the bid prices, so we can always check, what tracks you're interested in.
Yeah, and if you're just say, I don't know if I'm interested or not, but what would it take? Just to ask us, say, what would it take for 3, 4, and 5? We can tell you instantly. If you hear the number and you don't want to do it, you say no, and so no harm. Good question. Any other questions? Anybody? One individual track, keep in mind, is a combination. So just that scenario is a prime example. If you only want one track is a combination. You can continue to bring that track back out as long as you're willing to give what it takes to get it out. Any other questions? You good, David?
Yeah.
You good, Pete? All right, let me ask you to do me one more favor. I started about 35 years ago saying a word of prayer before every auction, and I'm going to do that today. Let me ask you to bow your head. We're going to pray, and we're going to get started. Father, thank you for today. Thank you for this opportunity to be in your beautiful creation. I thank you for the little break in the weather and the rain we had yesterday, and glad it's gone, and we've got a decent day today. I pray for everybody on the ground today. Give them safety as they leave. I pray for our seller today. Let your will be done in this transaction. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you very much. Let's have an auction sale now, ladies and gentlemen. Here's how this works. Again, you're buying high bidder choice on tracks 1 through 5, which means if you're the high bidder, you can take any track you want or any number of tracks. Okay? Everybody understand that. You're not bidding on a particular track. You're bidding on any of these 5. You're the high bidder. He's going to say, I want tracks 3 and 4. Boom, we've got 3 and 4 off the board. We'll do it again. He's the high bidder. I want track 1. Boom, 1's off the board. And then we get a bid on all of it. We'll do combinations. We'll finish this. Then we'll track 6 and it's over. So you're buying per acre. Take any track or number of tracks you want. You got that? All right, let's have an auction sale. Now the fun starts. Start along me to get for it. Buy the acre. That's how you're buying it. Don't make me beg you to bid. Kick it off somewhere. Start along me to get for it. How much starter you want to buy? Start along me to get for it. $50,000. Where? Let's go. 50,000. 50,000 to bill of 50, 50,000. 40,000. 30,000.
Anywhere.
20,000. 10,000. More than I had. 15 where? 10,000 to bill of 15. 10, 15, 15,000 to bill of $15,000 bill. 10, 15,000. Thank you. Now 20, Doug, you're out. 15,000 to get 20. 15,000 to get 20. 20 to 20,000. 15,000. Ladies, folks, listen to me. This also includes track 1, which is a beautiful 2-acre track down here that's worth, in my opinion, a lot more per acre than the rest of this is. This guy's the high bidder right now on this track 2 at 15 if he takes it. And I'm pretty certain he will. I don't know what he's going to do, but so pay attention. If you cut that in half, you got 2 1-acre lots right there for not a lot of money. I've got 15,000 per acre, 20,000 where? 15,000 now 20. 15 to get 20 to 20,000 to bill about you $20,000 bill. 16,000 now 17. 16 when you 17 you're out, David. 16 when you 17 now 18. 17 when you 18 you're out again. 17, 18. 18,000 to bill about you 18,000. 17, 18,000 to bill about you 18. 17,000 now 18. 18,000 to bill about you 18,000. 17,000, 18,000. 17,000, 18,000 to bill about 19 you're out. 18,000 now 19. 19,000 to bill about you 19,000. 18, 19, thank you now 20. 19,000 to bill about you 20. 19,000 now 20. 20,000 to bill about you $20,000 bill. Gentlemen and ladies, keep in mind, this high bidder, if he chooses, can take tracks 1 through 5. At right now, 19,000 an acre plus the buyer's premium. I don't think there's anybody sitting in this tent today or standing on this ground or online or on the phone or anywhere else that won't agree if you know anything about the market in this area. Look what's going on up here. Tracks right here beside this bringing $35,000 an acre on the record, bought within the last 12 months. This is a good buy. If you're a developer, you need to pay attention. Right now is your opportunity. And there's no doubt construction is coming west. It's been east. It's coming this direction. There's no doubt about that. Today is your opportunity to make a really good buy. Maybe you're all sitting here waiting till the end. We're going to find out in just a minute. I've got 19,000 right there per acre. High bidder choice. Take what you want. 20,000 where? 19,000 now 20. 19 to get 20, 20 to 20,000 to bill Bobby, you $20,000 bill. 19,000 now 20. Are you done? 19,000, 20,000. Anybody else? Not that 20, thank you. I've got a new man in right here, 20,000. Now one, David. 21,000, you're out. 21,000, thank you, now two. 22,000. Sir, I don't allow somebody to bid one time and then quit.
I don't bid against the telephone too much.
Sir, we've got a registered bidder on the phone with earnest money just like you do. And if he's the high bidder, we'll be glad to tell you who that is. We're not playing games here. I don't do that. We've got 21,000 right here, 22,000. You know it's worth the money. 21,000, 22,000, 21,000 now 2. 22,000 to little bit, get 22,000. 21 when you get 2, you're going to wish you had tomorrow. 21, 22,000. 21 when you get 22,000 to little bit, get 22,000. Are you done? 21,000, 22,000. 21,000, 22,000 to little bit, get 22. 21,000 now 2. 22,000. Would you give 21.5 one time? Thank you. 21,000 is the bid. 22,000. Anybody? Last call. Let's hold the bid at 20, and I'm saying hold the bid until we go into combination. That's what I mean by that. 21,000 an acre.
Buyer 908.
Buyer 908 takes.
Yeah. Just one, Joe. Track 1.
Track 1. Takes track 1. I certainly don't blame him there. 21,000 an acre on track 1. Bidder 908. Bidder 908.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on one second. I got to put it in. Hold on.
Okay, track 1 is off the. By the way, and we can do this. Sure, because you were the runner or bidder. If you're interested in taking any of the other tracks, 2 through 5, right now is your opportunity at 21,000 an acre. You interested in any of those?
Not yet.
Okay, let's do it again then. We're offering now, track 1 is off the board for the time being, 2 through 5. That's where we're at. How much an acre? Don't make me beg you to bid. Kick it off somewhere. How much?
I've got 10 again.
10,000, 12.5, where 10,000 to be alive to you, 12.5.
Yes.
12.5, thank you now, 15,000.
Yes.
Thank you now, 17.5.
Yes.
Thank you now, 20,000. 17, 18,000.
Yes.
I've got it ahead of you. Now 19,000. You're both out. 18 when you give 19. 18, 19,000 to be alive to you, 19. 18,000, 19,000. 18,000 to give 19,000 to be alive to you, 19,000. 18,000 now 19. 19,000 to be alive to you, 19. 18,000, 19,000. Excuse me. 18,000, 19,000. 18,000, 19,000 to be alive to you, 19,000. 18,000, 19. 19,000 to be alive to you, 19,000. 18,000, 19,000.
Yes.
Thank you. 19,000, now 20. 19,000 to be alive to you, 20. 19 when you get 20, 20, 20 to 20,000. 19,000, now 20. 19,000 to be alive to you, 20,000. 19,000, now 20. Would you get $19,500 per acre? Let you in one time. 19,500. 19,500 when you get 5 to you, 19,500. 19,000, now 5. 19,500 to be alive to you, 19,500. Are you done? Out in the back. 19,500. Anybody? 19,500. Spencer, ask him one more time right here. 19,500. Same way, David. Back to you. The market's steady. Well, actually, that one brought a little bit less than last one. 908 is the bidder.
You want track 2, right? Yeah, track 2.
Takes track 2. Guess that's what we're going to do all the way through. But that's all right. Same way, 908. I don't remember who the runner-up bidder was. Let's just do it again. 3, 4, and 5 is what we still left on the board. Have I got 10,000 again, Doug? 10,000. Yes. Thank you. Now 12.5. 10,000 to be little bit you 12.5. 10 when you get 5, you 12.5 to be little bit you 12.5.
Yes.
12.5. Thank you. Now 15,000. I got it ahead of you, David. 12.5 is the bid. 15,000. 13.5. Now 14.5. 13.5 when you get 14.5. 14.5 when you get 5 when you get 14.5. 14.5 in the middle of the Bible, 14.5. Now 15.5. 14.5 when you 15.5. 15.5 in the middle of the Bible, 15.5. Now 16.5. Now 17.5. 16.5 when you get 17.5. You're up.
Yes.
17.5, 18.5. 17.5 when you get 18.5. The bid's here. 17.5, 18.5. 18.5 in the middle of the Bible, 18.5. 17.5, 18.5. Anybody? 17.5. I can tell you what's fixing to happen, and maybe this time. I don't know. He'll take the rest of them, especially if this guy's a high bidder, I would think. I've got 17.5 or 18.5.
17.5.
17.5, 18.5. Anybody else? Last call. David, same way. 908, 17.5 plus the premium. Tell him to take 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, track 3. Yes, we're selling it as 9 acres. So that'd give you 11, 16 acres right there. Yeah. Yeah. Just track 3, Joe.
Track 3 at 17.5 plus, again, the premium will be added on at the end when we're done.
You got 18, just over 18 acres.
Tracks 4 and 5 will be, what, 24 acres total left? Let Doug finish the board right quick before we go further. All right, there's where we're at. Same way, 908. All right, let's again, high bidder choice 4 and 5. This 4 again has the sewer line all the way across through the property. Track 5, certainly a beautiful piece. Selling this 12 acres right there, and you can certainly see them on the board. How much? Let's do it again. 10,000. 10,000 to bill of 10, thank you, now 11. 10,000 to bill of 11. 11, now 12. 12,000, now 13,000. 12,000 to bill of 13. 13 again, now 14. 13, 14,000 to bill of 14,000. 13,000, 14. 14,000 to bill of $14,000 bill. 13,000, now 14. 14,000 to bill of 14, thank you, now 15. 14,000 to 15,000. 14,000 to 15,000 to bill of 15. 14,000, 15,000. 4 and 5. Beautiful 24-acre tract right there. 14,000, 13,000, 14,000. 14,000 to middle of David, you're out. 14,000, 13,000 to 14. 14,000 to middle of Bob, you $14,000 bill. 14,000, 13 to 14. 14,000 to middle of Bob, you 14,000. 14,000. When you're through, I'm through. 13,000, 14,000 to middle. Tell him he's a tightwad. 13.5, I'll take it. 14,000. 13.5 to get 14. 14,000 to the middle of Bob, you 14,000. 13.5 is the bid. 14,000. 13.5 to get 14. 14,000 to the middle of Bob, you 14,000. Are you done? Anybody? Let's hold the bid at 13,500 an acre. Takes 4 and 5 the same way. 908. Takes 4 and 5. Now let's give Doug just a minute. Let us get the board total, and then we're going to offer this in combination again, which means in its entirety. So you can buy, there's exactly, or well, right at 40 total acres on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just give me a total. Pete, do you have a total already in the computer? Okay.
Got 618.5.
That's exactly what we have. We've got total on tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of $618,500. Now we're going into combination, and I understand there's some interest possibly in all of it. So I tell you what, let's do at this point. Let's just conduct another auction on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We got $618,500. Just give me $625,000, and you can be in on all of it. 6 1/4, $625,000. You're buying all of it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The whole 40 acres. $625,000. $625 to get 5, 5, 5, 6 1/4 to middle of $625,000 bill. $625,000. $625 to get 5, 5, 5, 625. $625,000 to middle of any interest income and in its entirety. Any interest? I'm not. He's in exactly. I'm not going to beg you to bid. In or out? Any interest? Doug, ask him right there. I'm sure. Okay, thank you. Any interest? Anybody? Then any other combinations? Any other combinations? Any other combinations? I'm not going to stand there for 30 minutes and beg you for a combination. You're either in or out at this point. Any other combination on tracks 1 through 5? In its entirety, individual track, any other combination? We're at $618,500 plus the buyer's premium.
Put up lot one.
We can put up lot one, yes we can. We've got a combination of lot one, yeah. It's a bid, yeah, that's easy. 42,000 plus 5,000 for 47,000. You can be in the winning position on track one. You want to do that? We've got a combination on track one for 47,000, but bidder number
913.
913. Doug. He's, all right, I tell you what, let's do. The gentleman on the phone is also, he was obviously the high bidder at the first go around, so we've got two interested bidders. You're in the winning position right now at $47,000. We're just going to have another auction, see where we're at. 47,000 right there. 48,000, David. 47, 48.
Hold on one second. What was his buyer's number?
His buyer number was 913. 913. And I've got 47,000, 48,000, 47 to 48,000, 47 to give 8, 48,000, a 40, 50,000, thank you. 51,000, 52,000, David. 51, now 2, now 3, 53,000, now 4, 54,000, a get 4. 60,000, now 55,000, 60,000, 61,000, now 2. 62,000, 61 when you get 2, he's out. 62,000, 62,000, 61 now 2. 62,000, 62,000, 61, 62,000, 62,000, yea or nay? 62 now 3. 63,000, 62, 3. 63,000, now 4. 64,000, he's out again, David. 65,000, 66,000, 65, 66,000, 65, 66,000, 66,000. He's bid at 65, asking 66. Thank you. 67, David. 67, I've got 66,000, 67,000, 67,000, now 8. 68,000, 67, 68,000, 66, 68,500, 69,000, 68,500, 69, 69 when you get 9, that's 69, now 70, 69 when you get 70. Sir, the problem is he's getting weaker and you are too, so I guess it's the one that falls out first is going to win this. 70,000 is the bid, 71,000.
69.5.
69.5, 70,000, David. 69.5, 70,000. 70,000, a bit of a 70,000. 69.5, we get 70,000. 69.5, 70,000, a bit of a 70. Yea or nay? 69.5 is the bid. 70,000, a bit of a 70,000. Keep in mind, this is not over. Any combination can still happen. 69.5, 7. Let's hold the bid at $69,500. Bidder number is 913. 913. Okay, now here's where we stand. We've got an individual bidder.
Combination of 4 and 5, please.
Combination of 4 and 5, please. Had a combination requested for 4 and 5. Right now the board stands. High bidder is 908 on 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we got an individual bidder on track 1 at bidder number 913. Tracks 4 and
324, Doug. Tying bid, 324.
tracks 4 and 5, 329,000 is what it'll take. Certainly worth the money. Certainly worth the money. You guys that are developers, contractors know that. Again, right now the way the board stands, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is 908. Track number 1 is 913. We've had a request for tracks, is that 4 and 5 or 3? 4 and 5. Combination of 4 and 5. David, I don't know if it matters to him or not, but you need to remind him he's now out on track 1. Okay. Is he still checking on 4 and 5, Doug?
Yes.
Okay. Interest, okay. There's no interest on 4 and 5. We still stand where we stand. Any other combinations? Last call, David, on track 1. Any other combinations? What is 1 through 5, Pete? If we put 1 through 5 back up in its entirety. Okay. Any other combinations?
We got a bid in its entirety. 646.
Right now, the tying bid on 1 through 5 is 646. Is that correct?
Got a high bid for 651.
We've got a combination of 1 through 5 again for 671, correct? 651. 651,908 is putting 1 through 5 back up, which means, Charles, you are now out. Doesn't mean you got to stay out. You can come back in, but if you want to do that, we need to conduct a nut just like we got through. If you want to see a number on, just give me a number on just track 1, Pete. That's fine. We'll look at it.
The winning bid was 69.5, so yeah, 74.5.
It'd be $74,500 again, $5,000 increase.
That's to tie.
Oh, that's the tie. It would be 79.5 to be in the winning position on track 1. 79.5. Okay. Any other combinations, folks? 1 through 5 is going to be over in less than a minute. When you're through, I'm through. Any other combinations? Oh, I thought you said hold on. Any other combinations? 74.5 is tying because he had an increase of 5,000. You have to absorb that plus add 5,000 more. So it would take 79.5 to be in the winning position. 79.5 to be the winner on track 1.
Can they get bumped out again, though?
If it's not over till it's over. Yes, sir, you absolutely can get it. I don't know that that'll happen. I have no way. But yeah, when people stop bidding, I say so. And as long as you're bidding, I'm not going to say so.
How would they get bumped out again? Another combination or what?
Well, if you do that, you're knocking the guy out that's now in the winning position on all 5 tracks. He has or anybody else does, but obviously he's the prime suspect.
Go ahead and knock his ass out. There you go.
Yeah, we're sick of dealing with
I'm
Sick of the phone. He needs to be here.
I would love to do that, but the fact of the matter is, he's got earnest money. We're talking about a legit, we're not playing games, folks. This is a guy that's going to pay for it just like you are. He's bidding real money just like you are. So understand that. We're not playing games with you. 79.5. Are you in or out on track 1? 80,000. Thank you. We got an $80,000 bid on track 1. Bidder 913. Correct? Bidder 913. So again, we're back where we were. High bidder on 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, David, your man is out on track 1 again at $80,000 plus the buyer's premium. Any other combinations? He's it, yeah. He's already in on 2 through 5. The only one that's changed is track 1. Any other combinations? David? What I think we need to do that will end this is let's have an auction if he's still interested, if he has interest in track one. On both these two, when we get through bidding, the auction's going to be over. We're going to open it up between you and him.
Shouldn't he have to go up 5 more grand?
No, sir, not at this point. He does. You're in at 80.
He would have to.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If he's willing to give a $5,000 increase, I'll open it up between these two, and then we're going to end this. We've got 80,000 bid right here. It'll take 85,000 for him to get back in, and then we're going to have an auction, and it's going to be over. That's the fairest, best way to do it.
Yes.
I've got 85,000, 90,000. He's in at 85, now 90. 85 to give 90. Are you done?
Yes.
We've got, again, at 85,000, bidder 908. Any other combinations, and this auction's over. On 1 through 5. Anybody else? Last call, 10 seconds. Anybody else? Then I'm going to... Okay, all right. I'm going to declare the auctions ended on 1 through 5. Give us a total contract price before the premium, Doug, please. On 1 through 5. 651.5. 661.5 is where we are on track 1 through 5. Again, that does not include the buyer's premium. Now track 6, the home on 2 acres back there, and there it is. You know where it is, right back there, ready to go. You've had an opportunity to look at the old house. It is what it is. On by the dollar, not by the acre. Now by the dollar on track 6. Started on me, dollar to get for it. How much on it? Started on to buy it. Started on me, dollar.
I've got 50. I've got 50.
50, that's more than 10. 50 now, 60. 50 down to the middle of the bottom to get 60. 50, 50, 60 now, 70.
Yes.
70,000, thank you, now 80. 70 down to the middle, 80, now 90. 80 down to the middle of the bottom. The bid's here at 80,000. Now 90, now 100. 90 down to the middle of the bottom, 100, now 10. 110, thank you, now 20. 110, 120. 120, 120, 20. The bid is 110, your man's in. 115. Now 20. 115, we need 120. Does he understand we're selling track? Okay, I'm just checking. 115, now 20. 115, we need 120. 120 to the middle of the bottom, 120,000. 115, now 20. What do you get? 117.5. 117.5. I've got a new man. 117.5. 120. Thank you. 122.5. 122.5. 122.5. David, you're out. 120,000. 122.5. Now 125. 122.5. Don't quit me that quick. 125,000. 122.5. 125. 125,000. One more time. It may fight. Who knows? 125,000. 125 to get 5, 125,000. You're done. Sold at $122,500. David, that's you. 122.5. Bidder 908. Bidder 908. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the auction. Thank you much for being here. The auction's over. Thank you for your attendance today. Thank you.
Who is bidder number 908?
Just a minute, and I'll tell you that. Be glad to tell you that.
I just saw something. I just saw something at 125. 30. Appreciate it. We'll see you soon.